Have you ever wondered what goes through a woman's mind when she's dating? Well, fellas, you're not alone. Men and women often seem like they're obliged speaking different languages, especially in the world of dating. But here's the thing. A lot of confusion comes from common misunderstandings. You know, those things you think are true about women, but in reality, they're not even close. So buckle up, because today we're diving into 8 common misunderstandings men have about women in dating. Let's clear the air, break down the stereotypes, and maybe even make you laugh along the way. You're about to get some serious insight on what women really think. First, women want to be chased constantly. If you think that a woman always wants to be chased, you're in for a surprise. Sure, some women might enjoy a little bit of playful pursuit at the beginning of a relationship, but once you've caught their attention, it's time for something deeper. Women are not like prey to be hunted. They're partners who want a real connection. The truth is, after the initial spark, a lot of women just want to know that you're emotionally available, invested, and willing to engage in meaningful conversations. Chasing them endlessly without showing that you're actually interested in their inner world? Not so much. On top of that, women appreciate effort and consistency. If you think you can play hard to get forever, thinking it'll keep her interested, you might be setting yourself up for failure. Once you've laid the groundwork, show that you care in tangible ways. Surprise her with something thoughtful, or just ask how her day went. It's these kinds of things that make her feel special, not the never-ending game of tag. Next, women expect you to read their minds. Here's a big one that trips up many guys. The idea that women expect you to read their minds. A lot of men think that because women sometimes don't outright say exactly what they want, they should just magically know. Unfortunately, this is one of those things that gets lost in translation. Women might hint at what they need or feel, but guess what? They still want you to ask them. Clear communication is the name of the game, and the more you rely on assumptions, the more likely you are to mess things up. Trust us. Asking questions is a good thing. When you're dating, it's important to understand that women aren't expecting you to guess their needs, feelings, or desires with perfect accuracy every time. They'd much rather you ask them what they like or what they need. It shows you care and that you're not relying on some mystical mind-reading powers. So, instead of getting frustrated when she gives you a look, why not ask, "Hey, what's up?" You might be surprised how much smoother things go when you communicate openly and honestly. Now, women want you to be the perfect gentleman all the time. Men often believe they need to embody the perfect gentleman in every scenario, but that's not always the case. Sure, basic manners and respect are key, but trying to be on your best behavior 24/7 can actually be a bit much. Women don't need you to open every door or constantly pay for everything. They need authenticity. They don't want you to pretend to be someone you're not. In fact, a lot of women find it refreshing when a guy is just his true, imperfect self, flaws and all. They're looking for someone who can laugh at themselves, be comfortable in their own skin, and still show kindness. On the flip side, being overly formal can come off as insincere. Women appreciate a guy who knows when to be gentlemanly, but who also knows how to let his guard down. Being real and sharing moments of vulnerability actually fosters a deeper connection. A stiff, too-perfect persona won't win hearts, but showing you're a down-to-earth human with a good heart will get you much further. Next, women love dramatic displays of affection. All the time. Now, here's a real crowd pleaser. Many men think that women want huge dramatic displays of affection all the time. You know, the giant teddy bears, surprise trips to Paris, or serenades under the stars. While it's true that women might appreciate the occasional grand gesture, the constant pressure to be over the top is both exhausting and unnecessary. Women often find the smaller, more meaningful moments to be more special. Think a thoughtful text, a compliment, or simply showing up when she needs support. These things are more powerful than any extravagant show. Here's where the misunderstanding really kicks in. When men try too hard with big gestures all the time, it can feel like they're trying to win her affection instead of genuinely building a relationship. Romance isn't about outdoing each other in terms of how expensive or showy the gesture is. It's about showing that you care in ways that are personal, sincere, and thoughtful. So, if you're thinking you need to buy her a yacht to keep her interested, well, maybe just start with a coffee and a conversation. All right. Before we dive into the last few points, let me just say, if you're starting to feel like maybe you've done a few of these things, don't sweat it. We've all been there. Dating can be a minefield. And hey, we're just here to help you avoid stepping on a few bombs. But stay tuned, because we're about to get into some even juicier misunderstandings. And trust me, you're going to want to hear these. Buckle up, fellas. Next, women want to be complimented only on their looks. It's easy to assume that women want compliments based solely on their appearance, but that's a major misconception. Sure, everyone likes a compliment here and there about how they look, but what women really love is when you notice more than just their physical features. Compliment her on her intelligence, her sense of humor, or her creativity. Notice the little things that make her unique. A compliment on her outfit is nice, but a comment on her passion for something she loves will make her feel much more seen. The thing is, compliments about looks alone can start to feel shallow. Women are complex individuals, and they appreciate it when you acknowledge the depth of their personality and their interests. It's not about ignoring her looks. Of course, physical attraction is important, but about showing that you admire her as a whole person, inside and out. Now, women only want a relationship if they've already caught feelings. Here's another one to clear up. The idea that women only want to be in a relationship once they've already caught feelings. While it's true that emotions often play a big role in why someone gets into a relationship, women don't always have to be head over heels to start a relationship. Sometimes women just want to take things slow and see where they go. It's about getting to know someone, and not every relationship needs to start with an all-consuming passion from the get-go. A lot of women are open to seeing where things lead, even if they're not completely in love yet. They want to feel comfortable and secure before jumping in. In fact, some women might be hesitant about diving into a relationship too quickly. There's nothing wrong with building trust and enjoying each other's company without feeling the pressure to have everything figured out. Relationships are a journey, and a lot of women want to enjoy that process without rushing things. Next, women think every text needs a response right away. Texting, the digital minefield of the modern dating world. It's easy to assume that if you don't respond to a text immediately, she'll think you're not interested. But hold up, many women understand that people are busy, and they don't expect an immediate reply every time. The assumption that women will get upset if you don't text back within minutes is simply not true. In fact, they probably have their own lives to live and understand that you do too. Taking your time to craft a thoughtful response is much more important than the speed at which you reply. Of course, there are situations where a quick reply might be expected, like if you're making plans or discussing something important. But overall, women don't want to feel like they're part of a texting race. A delayed response doesn't automatically mean you're not interested. It just means you're living your life too. So next time you get stuck in that texting dilemma, remember, patience is a virtue. Finally, women are always looking for a serious commitment, okay? Last but not least, this one's a doozy. Not every woman you meet is looking for a serious commitment right off the bat. While some women may be looking for long-term relationships, others might just be interested in having fun, getting to know someone, or even exploring what they want in the future. The misconception that all women are looking for their forever person right away can cause unnecessary pressure. Women, like men, have a range of dating goals, and that might change depending on the person and the stage of life they're in. The bottom line is that everyone's looking for something different. Some women may want to casually date and see where things go, while others might be all about getting into something long-term. Communication is key here. Don't assume that just because a woman is dating, she's immediately thinking about marriage and kids. She might just be enjoying the process of getting to know you without that pressure. And that's a wrap, folks. I hope you got some valuable insights and had a few laughs along the way. If you enjoyed these tips and feel like you've learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our future videos. We've got plenty more content coming your way. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep being your true, authentic self out there. Trust me, the right person will appreciate you for exactly who you are.